So here we go.
What do you say?
I say here we go. So we just start. Anybody join us or meet us
Okay.
at whatever point we are. Okay, let me do a little introduction of
All
myself.
right.
OJ Chris is my initials. A lot of people, at one point, a lot of people started calling me that because I used it somewhere. So I just stuck with that as my username and all that. Uh, my real name is Christian Opada. I don't know if you got the email that I sent. So probably have my real name there. Okay. So I currently run an IT firm. Uh, though I started web programming as far back as 2004. So I have, so I would say I have like 12 years experience in the IT industry, basically. Okay, so um, volunteered to be one of the mentors in this Andela Learning Community program in partnership with Microsoft. So mentorship is not much; it's just to see all of you through this certification, mostly to ensure that you guys get and pass the certification exam. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So tell me a bit about.
All right. So this is the question. A software developer. I started programming fully last year. I did a bit of front end late last 2 years, but I started fully last year. So yes, I enrolled for a software development program, kind of like a school. So what I did there for I used Python to program, and for front end I use React framework, back end is Django and Flask. So you can, for if you are using Python to program, there are several ways you can use it for web development, for data science. So you can easily explore using Python programming language. So I saw the advert for Andela. It's fine if I can get a certificate. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, where did you see the advert?
A friend sent it to me on WhatsApp, so I applied. So to me, I think it would be a nice idea to have a certificate in on Microsoft Azure. So I applied. So I was able to go through the whole module. I was really fast with it because I couldn't subscribe. I was having an issue with my card. And I tried using someone else's card. She was not going through. So the whole learning was not really interesting because I wasn't able to practice what I've learned. So even up to now, I tried to get the GTB card. I couldn't get it. So that's it for that.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think you answered my next question in your introduction already. I wanted to see what you. The next question was going to be what you intend to gain from, doing this, participating in these program. So you said it would just be nice to have it, you know.
Yeah, I believe if I have certificates on my CV, on my LinkedIn, it will open a lot of opportunities for me as a developer.
So the experience you had last, was it like you learning on your own, or was it? Will you call it like you're working on a team? I mean, was it a paid employment or something?
Paid deployment for what?
No, I mean you said you started programming last year.
Yes.
Yeah, so I said the programming you've done, has it been just you trying to learn stuff, or have you been on a paid employment as a software?
Oh, okay. So mostly unpaid. So after the programming school, after I did some internship.
Okay,
So I did one unpaid, the other one just like a stipend, just yes. So pay unpaid and just token.
okay. So that means you already have a bit of solid experience. That's good. That's good. Okay, so yes, getting the so did you specifically select this Azure AI certification, or just what they gave to you?
It was it what they gave to me. So what I saw there was when I applied for the AI. Okay. So when the email came through, what I saw there was AI.
Okay. What did you apply for? Sorry, I didn't get that.
I I applied for the program. I picked AI. Picked
Okay.
AI.
Okay, you picked AI program. Okay. 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 So the AI certification. I don't know if you've read through all the modules. Basically, it doesn't make you an expert in Azure because, as you can see, it's fundamentals, but it's enough to
Yes.
start as a foundation. Depends on how interested you are in continuing in that path. It's enough to get you started, really. So the other thing that you mentioned about subscription, um, actually on the program, they don't expect you to use your card in any way to pay for anything. So uh, ideally, what they're supposed to do is to at some point send you um, Azure credit, so, for you to run some of the exercises there. Because unfortunately, in this
Yeah.
in this part, there is no in this part there is no sandbox when compared to some other ones like Azure Fundamentals. There's no sandbox there, so they are
Okay.
supposed to. I don't know. Did you get to mail them at any point apart from Slack?
No, I did not.
No,
No, I did not.
you needed to. If I didn't mention that, you needed to keep bugging them and sending them emails for them to send you that credit. Uh, to their discredit, they seem to have been overwhelmed this time around on the program. So a lot of things are not the way they should be fully. But that notwithstanding, it's possible to read the modules and get a hand of what is said. Even though I would not downplay, the ability to practice and all that. But
Yeah.
have you concluded the modules? You finished everything?
Yes, I did before. I did the first time, the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what I have to do now is to go through them again
Okay.
for
What
the
you mean by first round is that I think there are 16 of them also. So you have
yeah.
there
So,
are 16. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. So it depends if you've gone through it, you read everything, and you finished it. At least you already have an idea of what it is all about and what is involved. So what I would suggest is that, in fact, if you've not started already, you should start after now, so that you start preparing for the certification exam itself. That is to now go to, since you've read through the whole material, you go through those dumb questions. I just
Okay.
shared the link here now because someone asked in our Slack channel. So I just shared it. So you could go there and practice with the question. More like you look at the question, you try to see if from all that you have read you can answer them. If you cannot, you can go through the comments. They normally have like a discussion, you know, going
Okay.
on each question, so you can go through it. Though sometimes the questions can be, the answers can be wrong. Sometimes the answers in this DOM are sometimes wrong. So that's why if you've read through your learning modules, you would be able to tell if it is wrong or not. But again, there's a kind of discussion for attached to each question there. Uh, Let me see if I can post it to you now. You see, copy, you see what I'm saying. Oh, can I use to copy this? Okay, I just want to see if I can paste it here. So there's no need. I can just send you the link.
Slack.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in this chat here. It's,
Okay.
so you seen it.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, if you click on that link, it will open up the page. So I think the first time you go there to ask whether you're a robot or something,
Yeah.
you just need to select and then to open up.
Okay, so there's prepare for solution and discussions.
Yes, you have opened it or no?
Yes, I've opened it.
Okay, so you see review solution exactly. The solution will normally have a brief explanation if it needs to, or it will just be the correct answer. Then if you click on discussion, it will open up as a pop-up. You will see the discussion there. Sometimes there's no discussion is more most times when the answer is wrong.
Run. Okay.
People are just saying yes, yes, yes. The answer is correct. That's all. So because for you to carry everything you read in Microsoft Learn is not very easy. More so
Yeah.
since you did not practice. So the best way is to read it and understand everything you have read. Not much of cramming really. It doesn't need much of cramming. It's just to understand what you have read. And then when you come here, you look at the question, you try to see before you reveal or even check discussion, you try to see if you know the answer. And then uh, if you have any doubts, maybe as per what they are discussing or what the answer is, you can go back to that section in the Microsoft Learn module and read through. It's something you need to start as soon as possible because there are many. I think it's about how many questions? This one is 73 questions here in this DOM. So
70. 17.
no, it's 73.
Okay.
Yeah, if you check the top where it says actual questions. You see viewing questions.
Okay, yeah. Out of 73.
So it's 73. So it's something that you need to start as soon as possible. Because this DOM is actually from actual past, most recent questions, and they kind of repeat those questions. You know,
Okay.
at least what I personally found out is that at least 70% of the questions here you will meet them in your exam. At least 70%.
Okay.
So so readily, if you fully understand this, you will enjoy it more if you do not cram. It will just be part of you. So you just the way not to cram is you've done the right thing the first step. Read through everything, understand it. You're not trying to memorize or anything, but just understand it. You can jot down if you need to. Just understand it first. Then come back to the DOM. Now start slow. Go through the question. If you have any doubt about what is discussed or what the answer is, you go to the
Sorry.
Microsoft Learn section of that is related to the question and verify what the answer is. Simple. You are you are done. Other things I have for this discussion. Okay, there is Augustine. Because it would have been more interesting if we have more people here with different situations that we can. Yeah, Augustine, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
so we've not gone very far because we started a bit late because we were waiting. I was waiting for one or two persons to join. So I think well really I think we have because you have already completed the modules. The next it what is remaining for you is just preparing for for you just that. So Augustine, please, can you introduce yourself a bit?
Okay, my name and what other information do you need?
We can see your name, Augustine is visible. So what's your background?
Yeah.
Basically, what's your background?
Okay. Well, my name is Augustine Ezekiel. Actually, I live in the north. I live in Kaduna.
Um,
I have I studied engineering before, so I have interest in software development and machine learning. So most times I work on projects, provide training data for machine learning. For that is, I just perform micro tasks online for machine learning to get some income like that for some companies. Like that, not more. Just I'm just like on the outside. Like I just provide training data, work on training data, draw bounding box, some little things like that. But I really wanted to know. I want to be the inside, like know how basically how everything works. So that is why I picked interest in this
program.
Microsoft skill for
Okay.
Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that
answered. You've answered the two questions with your intro already. Because I wanted to know the question was next question was going to be why did you decide to join this program? So now to tackle what you were saying, the AI 900 track, um, it doesn't really, how will I call it now? It doesn't really make you AI, like call it programmer per se. doesn't, but it gives you, that's why it's called foundation. I mean fundamental. So it gives you like the background to begin to understand the thinking. Like I don't know. Have you finished? Have you been able to finish the module? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I was asking if you finished the module.
I think your network is breaking. Can I hear you?
Yes, I said the modules in
Oh,
the.
I'm almost through. Actually, I'm going to finish it today.
Okay, so if you go
Just
through.
I'm having light issues, so but I'm almost through.
Okay, so if you go through it, you will see that
Huh?
it's not so much of programming and all that. So it's
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes.
yes, so it's more of a UI thing, you know.
Yes.
But the main thing is that it's fundamental. So if you go through the entire module, you definitely will have a complete overview of what is involved. Even though there are some Azure specific mannerism in this content, but it gives you an idea that you can even convince somebody, why they should implement AI with what you are doing. You understand? But the core programming and all that doesn't matter to that. That probably will be the next step for you if you are interested, you know, in going into the path professional. Yeah. So the reason for this webinar is just, or this Zoom meeting is just for us to see how we can help ourselves to prepare for the certification. We have already finished the module, so we're just you met us at the point where we're talking about how to prepare for the exam. Now, uh,
Yes.
now if you want to just go through the module, try to cram it and go into the exam and write it, you're going to fail because it's a lot of content to carry on your and go into the exam to write, which is why we have the dumb questions. If you check, I don't know if you've seen it, there's a link I shared. I've shared it a couple of times in the Slack channel as well. It's also in the charts here. So it provides you past questions, about 73 questions there. So the suggestion is once you go through the Microsoft Learn modules, the next thing for you to do is to come to this DOM and try to see if you can answer the questions. You understand? Some of the answers are wrong. Some of the
Yeah.
answers are wrong. But there is a discussion forum attached to each question. So there you will see people, giving their opinion about whether the answer is correct or wrong. But even from what you have read, you'll be able to tell if the answer to a question is wrong, actually. So that is what will help you to prepare easily. It's not something to really cram, you know, you know. So that's as per preparing for the exam. I don't know if you have any challenges you feel might affect you preparing for this. Yeah, Austin. Hello, Augustine.
Yeah, let's wait for a while. Maybe he will come back.
Yes, he's back now.
Okay.
Yeah, Augustine, did you hear the last thing I said?
No, no, no. I think your network's bad.
Yeah. Okay, what I was saying is, did you hear the part where I was talking about how to prepare for the exam?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically
Yes, yes, yes. When you're talking about the dumps.
yes, use the dumb. Use the
Yes.
dumb. If you try to cram for the exam, you are going to fail. That's just it.
Okay.
That's it. Because the information is so much for you to just carry the carry pass the exam. So you need to just run through like you're doing already, understand what you are reading, go to the dorm, try to answer the question. If you are not able to go back to the material, to that section of the material and confirm what is said there. As well, you can look at it.
Oh, okay. I have a question.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. My question is that uh, like I've gone through most of the work. I'm already familiar with some of the things there. But the issue here now is actually practicing it. Though I'm kind of very busy, so I put off practicing for later. Like after that, after finishing the course material, there's room to practice, like to practicalize what you have done,
Yeah.
or you have maybe read. You understand?
Yeah.
So I discovered that during the first is it Zoom meeting or something like that?
Yeah.
The first meet put our ATM details. You understand? So that we will not be charged. But I later discovered that you cannot do that. And the other guy from Kenya said we can use is it what are they calling that? Something sandbox. You can use sandbox, but I realized that there's nothing like sandbox here.
Yeah,
You
correct.
understand? So I've imputed my ATM details. You understand? But I'm a little bit scared of practicing because sometimes when I see the subscription fee, I see sometimes they say $1.5 per hour. So I'm like, look, I'm not gonna go do this kind of thing, maybe move my money. So that is really scary.
Yeah.
I'm not really practicing. Did that or in that kind of scenario.
Yeah, so I get you. I think I've discussed this with Ope already. There's no sandbox in this AI 900, at least on the Microsoft module. I know like Azure Fundamental has sandbox, but this particular one does not. It doesn't have any sandbox. So the solution is that they are supposed to send you credits. So you're supposed to have a free subscription. Is this your first time of using Azure?
Yes, this is my first time.
Okay, you're supposed to have a free 1 year subscription attached. I don't know, maybe
Okay.
that route. I don't know, maybe the AI side of the Azure doesn't provide for that, but it's either that you have a free subscription or Microsoft is supposed to provide you some free credits so that you can practice with it. But nonetheless, as I've been saying, you do not really need the practice to pass the exam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what you need is to go through the So the practice would have helped you for it to kind of sink very well. Because just reading theory without actually using it is kind of a bit tough. So, but in the absence of that, and the way I see the way the program is right now, the team is overwhelmed. So we can't even get their attention to say do this or do that or that. And the deadline is approaching. I think it was supposed to be today or tomorrow. So which means you should be writing your exam in a week or 10 days from now. So what's the solution now? Solution is just to use the theory you have along with this thumb that you have access to. And like I just told you, and just use it to practice for the exam. That's just the only solution, right?
Okay. So I have another question too. Okay.
They expect you to use your card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have another question actually. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said I have another question to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So since basically you are the mentor for this AI 900, now it means that you have already gone through this program and at least seen the benefits. You understand? So my question now is at the end of this particular program, what do you think are the benefits for we that are just starting this program and may not really know what it's in for us? We're just like, we may see part of the benefit, but we may not see everything. But you are true with this program. So what are the actual benefits if you can be able to pass this first test and at least finish the whole program? So what are the benefits? Though the lady mentioned that as she said that some people are going to be given opportunity for internship. You can put them up on your, I think, your LinkedIn page or something. But from your own perspective, what are the benefits? So that is what I just want to be clear about.
Well, one of the benefits is what you've already mentioned. I think Okwe also mentioned it before you joined, in that you can boost your CV. Let's say I'm trying to recruit somebody for a position, and somebody has this kind of certification on their resume, then let's say it's a developer role, then it tells me that you really want to go on this path. So it will draw my attention, really. That's the standard thing certification does. Then again, if it's even specific, let's say it's AI related job that you are trying to get, it's possible for you to use it for some rudimentary AI roles because they can come up. They do come up because these are new fields where sometimes little knowledge is even enough to get in. They do come up. Then again, because you are in the Andela network, it's possible that I don't really know the timeline for your program. I know that after this certification, maybe there are other things they have for you guys based on whatever you selected. So if you're able to go through all of that, you also have the opportunity to access maybe job offers or something from Andela. Because once you're in the network, if they have an opening, it's usually people within their network they help first before they even publish it out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you will see that this is actually a Microsoft program. The only thing is that we're using Andela's learning community system to run it. because
Yes.
Microsoft is also coming into Africa, or they are already in Africa. So if you watch they plan this to be for people who are in school or people who are just graduated, you understand, because they want to be able to have a pool of talents to employ as time goes on. So this will be, but for all those other benefits I just mentioned, this will be like the first step, to show commitment, to show interest, so that you can now be in their radar to say, okay, this person has gone this far with us. Okay, what else? Because it's just like school, normal school you went, they just give you this. That's why it's just fundamental. It just gives you a sneak peek into what it's all about. It's left for you to now say, okay, I've seen what it's all about. Is this something I want to take to the next level? Do I want to read more about it? Do I want to go deeper into it? You get what I'm saying? Because even if
Yeah.
even if there is an opportunity with Andela or Microsoft, for instance, I doubt if they will want to employ you just based on the AI as well fundamental certification. You get what I'm saying? It will be
Yeah.
that the only advantage you probably will have is that you will be like the first point of contact. See, because I get it, at least I get from Andela, when they have openings, they will say, okay, since you are part of our learning community, we have also roles open in our office in Kenya, Uganda, or Nigeria. In case you are interested or you know someone who you can recommend. You get what I'm saying? So those are the kind of things you would get access to. But it will help you
Yeah.
more if you want to go on this path to do other things aside. Let this one be like the eye opener. You understand? Which is why you see
Yeah.
in the movie they have some videos that show you what some people are already doing with these AI. So some companies running on it and all that. So it's like you're testing the water. Are you going to, is this something I want to go deeper into? Because if you come next year, if you say this is what you want to do, I would expect that beyond this adult education, you would have done much more other things. You would have learned much more if you send me your CV by next year, by this time next year. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So it's a stepping stone. It's supposed to be a stepping stone, really. I do not exclude the fact that you could get an opportunity with this one alone, but I'm saying that the bigger opportunities where that goes beyond just internship. That's what I mean. Where you are employed for a role, it will entail, doing what that education is giving you. So that's just what I would say. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. 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 Thanks. Thank you.
So I think since it's just two of us and you guys have already gone so far the modules, uh, I think challenge. Or do you have any challenge?
No, I don't know.
Okay, because Austin has mentioned almost everybody has that challenge or solution. Normally, there's a way around it, but it's only the Andela team that can handle it. You guys see them right now, it will be a waste of time. Even if you wanted to follow up on them for that, it would have been earlier on in the program, not now. At this time, you should be over with the material or almost really. But the exam is, like I said, this question is a big question. So it will take a while for you to go through Ashore and all that. So it's something that you should start preparing for now. Okay, do you have any suggestion for the team? Maybe something you want to, because I'm sure for those who pass this, a next step, like phase 2 or what that they are going to do. So, do you have any suggestion that you want me to relate to the team?
From me, none.
Okay. For me now, though, because of the issue of COVID, you understand, the suggestion will not be maybe too valid. But okay, for example, let's say there's maybe no COVID-19, maybe pandemic. You understand? Learning remotely is nice, but you have certain challenges like especially in our country, Nigeria, now we have light issues. You understand? Even as I'm on this Zoom call now, I have 2%. This is 2% on my phone. So it could have been nice if maybe there could be like some maybe physical location, maybe once in a week, something like that, where maybe people in the same area can maybe meet, you understand, and just at least you can just cover like maybe 5 modules a day, you understand, just like an ICT center, something like that. I think it will be a little bit more effective because the ICT center can provide maybe electricity, internet, stable internet connection. But although it will be cost intensive because of you have to pay for those services, but it will be more effective to me, you understand? But when we are doing this online, we have so many limitations. You have to go to work, come back, you have to squeeze in time for your free time. You understand? That free time, that is when you may not even have electricity and all that stuff. So that is one of the issues.
Yeah, I will relay it back, but I think I can answer a part of it. Like you mentioned COVID and all that previously, at least up to like 2019. I know they used to have some meetup in Abuja, Lagos, something like that. Like once a week or so, where people come and a couple of people would highlight or teach one or two sections, of the program, just as a way to encourage people, keep people motivated and all that. But that is not realistic kind of COVID. But the other one you're talking about, asking people and all that, they've not done that before. But that is also it's a good suggestion. But I think even if they want to implement this program, will probably have. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I didn't get the last part, your last statement. I think there was network issue.
Okay, so I'm saying that if they want to house people, this program will probably have a couple of steps that will lead to that. Okay, maybe like 3,000 people start the program, and really down to like to have stages. The final stage will select maybe like 50 people. You get what I'm saying? Now house.
Yes, I understand.
It's never going to be possible that they will spend all the money, transport everybody down. Like now there are over 3,000 people. Yeah, so it's been. But I would mention it to them. I understand what you mean. Okay, so I wanted to make this 40 minutes thing. So I think that will be it for us. There's no other person here. That we would have done it in another way, but since it's just two of us, we have to just think. Thank you for coming. I hope it's you. Your certification. Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Do you guys hear me?
Oh no, I
Hello?
can't hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, we can.
I was saying that well, I just wanted to keep this under 40 minutes. No other person is here, so we'll just call it a day. If you have any other questions, you can reach out through the Slack channel.
No.
All right.
No, for me, no question. No question.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
All right. All right.